The Madalyn Literary Award ceremony took place in the Tim Sullivan Lounge at the American University of Cairo on Sunday to recognize the creativity and talent of the students. The annual literary event highlighted works ranging from short fiction to plays and poetry and celebrated the contributions of the late AUC professor, poet, and women's rights advocate Madalyn, who fought a brutal battle with cancer. The competition allowed many students a chance to express themselves and explore their talents. For some, it was a chance to revisit and reinvent stories that they have always known and loved, like the myth of Orpheus and Eurydice.
The reason these myths stay in the collective consciousness is because, they resonate with people and there's a universality to it. And right now, people really are in these situations. Like there's a bunch of refugees from different countries all over the world. And they often have to make these decisions to go back to get people they love out. And I think part of the reason why Orpheus and Eurydice resonate so much is because, that kind of love really has survived to this day.
The writers credited the pandemic for slowing the world down long enough for them to write the stories they had always wanted to pen. The stories submitted were of different genres, with their writers drawing on different inspirations from family to dreams, and for some, it was music and movies.
I want to say movies. There's this one movie called Interstellar that really has changed my life a little bit, and the compositions of Hans Zimmer that goes along with it. So something that's kind of remarkable about the short story that I wrote for the Madalyn and the Mont is that each chapter has a piece of music that you have to listen to while you're reading. And it was mostly compositions by Hans Zimmer.
The event also featured a speech by renowned writer Nisma Yusuf Idris, titled Creativity as an Act of Survival. As one of the judges, Idris had this to say about the submissions.
I was very, very touched and overwhelmed by their over-mature voices. They're very, very mature for their age. But what kind of struck me is the melancholy, the sorrow, I mean, there wasn't much happiness there. Most of the stories were about isolation, loneliness, unhappiness, not fitting in.
The Madalyn competition is set to take place in the spring of 2023, this time accepting Arabic submissions rather than English ones, and will include a judging panel of 3 members. This was Jaida Shukri reporting for AUCTV, Cairo.